I'm thrilled and excited to welcome you all to another episode of the Creative Voice Podcast. I am your host, Irumi today, a social media manager and a content creator. Hosting with me today is Shay Fumi.
I'm Sheyi Fumiomotayo, a brand and marketing strategist.
On today's episode, I'm having my favorite person. She's a woman that does a whole lot of things and she does them amazingly. On today's episode, we're having Vivian.
Hi, my name is Vivian, and I'm a graphic designer, a content marketer, and a content creator.
In today's episode, we're talking about a very crucial topic to every creator and creative: personal branding. So, I want Vivian to share some insights about personal branding and our journey building a personal brand as a content creator. So, Vivian, please can you share your background or tell us your experience or how it has been like building your personal brand as a content creator and a graphics designer?
Well, I would say that's a very tricky question, but I'm just going to say it this way that in simple terms, personal branding is just a perception of how people see you. So
Okay.
my journey has a content creator trying to build a personal brand, graphic designer. It has not been easy because it's a very difficult task. Not trying to compare yourself to other creators and then trying to just stay true to yourself and stay authentic.
Okay, so what has it been like owning or having a personal brand?
Having a personal brand is a very interesting one because it brings a whole lot of opportunity because people get to see you for who you are and they get to know you for who you are. So you're not trying to be like any other person. You're trying to just be you and being authentic.
Okay.
So the journey has been, should I say, bittersweet or rough smooth? It has been smooth on some days and rough on some days. So that's how my journey has been basically.
All right. So you made mention of the fact that owning a personal brand, you need to be who you are and show up, avoid copying other people and all of that. So I want to ask for you, how have you been able to portray yourself? Like, how have you been able to picture yourself, put yourself in as a content creator and a graphic designer? Like, how are you viewing yourself? Let me put it like that.
Well, personally,
Okay.
trying to balance between being a content creator and a graphic designer is actually not easy.
How are you even building these two brands?
Well, I just love creating
Because they're not
content.
related, if you ask
Well,
me.
I'm a very shy person, so it
Oh.
started from my love for just making videos. I don't take pictures; I find them weird, so I just take more videos. So which
Okay.
started my content creation, and then I learned photography as well. So I just decided to combine the two together, and I feel like it sort of goes with graphic design, especially if I want to build a personal brand in graphic design. I just
Okay.
have to be myself and portray myself for who I am, for people to see me as myself, and then through that able to communicate my work, which is graphic design, to them. So I feel they are sort of related. Anybody can be a content creator regardless
But
of
as
what you
one
want to do.
suffered for one, like as content, maybe your content creation suffered for graphics designing, or being a graphics designer, has it affected you being a content creator?
Well, never. It has never affected it. I batch create content and I just batch create content. Graphic design can be anytime, midnight, midday, anywhere. I
Just do your
just do my
design
thing.
as
So
you
it
go.
doesn't affect each other in any way.
So you kind of like say that personal branding is what people feel about you or what people see you as. Do you think it is built or you just manage it? Like, do you think you can push what people is seeing you as, or you just manage what people is seeing you as?
Well, you can push what you see you as. I don't feel it is good to manage what people see you as because if people see you as, let's say for example now, the way people see Arya Star, she
Okay.
wears short skirts. Anywhere you see short skirts, you just know that okay, Arya Star skirts.
Yeah,
Like that's what
yeah.
people even call it now, like Arya Star skirts. So you push what people see about you. If people see people dress like big t-shirts, big shorts and everything, they call them Pablos and all of that. So you push what people see about you,
Okay.
basically.
So, but how do you find that? Like, how do you find the right thing to push?
Well, it's very difficult, but it's easy at the same time because it is just what you want to push should be what you already know as a person. things you find interest in, things you love, things you're passionate about. Those are the things that you push outside. Okay, this is who I am. I'm a Christian. Okay, maybe you want people to see you as Jesus or whatever.
Okay.
That's your own part.
All right. So, basically, I want to ask, how do you build your personal brand as a student and as a creative?
Wow.
Like,
uh,
how do you balance,
okay.
or how do you put a balance? How do you build and build a balance? Let me put it like that.
Well, I would say balance is a mind. Actually, I would say balance is a mind. There's nothing like balance. It's not possible to say you want to place both side by side on the same level. So you
Okay.
have to prioritize one. I'm
Mm-hmm.
currently on a break from even posting on WhatsApp, which is my major place that I'm building my personal brand.
Personal brand.
I'm drifting towards Instagram. So I have started creating content on Instagram, trying to like make friends and all of that. So there's no balance between being a student or being a creator. Like you can't maintain that balance. One just has to step down for one. So especially during holidays, I try as much as possible to
Yeah.
maximize my time as a student during holidays. Then when I'm back in school, the level to which I show up constantly online will reduce personally. So that's just one of the ways I manage it. If I'm a student, if I'm in school, my morning time, maybe I don't have lectures in the morning, I just okay show up, because one of the things you need to do when you are building a personal brand is to show up consistently.
Yeah.
So I during the day, maybe I have lectures 10 to 4. That break, I don't just post. Or sometimes I just be like, okay, I just post some random things like this is what I'm going through, blah blah blah. Maybe this lecturer I won't kill me. Just being authentic.
Yeah.
Just trying to okay, this is what I'm going through. I'm human like you all. So and then during that time, I post at night as well. But if I'm at home, my schedule for posting doesn't have any time. I can post anytime. I can post anywhere because I'm free.
Okay. Do you reflect you being a student in your personal brand?
Yes, of course. I reflect everything I am in my personal brand.
Everything you are like, let me know.
Everything I am, everything I do, things I'm
Okay.
learning, I just reflect it because that's one of the things personal brand does for you. You don't just show up as perfect. So even if, as I'm transitioning even into tech, I'm carrying my audience along that. I'm transitioning into tech so they know what to expect. I don't just leave them blank and just pop up and say, okay, this is what I'm doing now.
I'm into
Maybe they
tech
love
anyway.
me. Maybe they love me for what? Maybe I was cooking before and they love seeing my cooking videos now. And then I suddenly start posting tech content. Maybe they started following me because of that cooking video. I'm just going to lose a whole lot of people. So
Yeah.
it is better and good and advisable to carry your audience along when building your personal brand.
All right. All right.
So
Okay.
so how do you build your audience, like in terms of personal branding? Like how do you build?
Well, personally, the way I build my personal brand is by connecting with people, networking, which is very, very important for anybody that wants to build a personal brand. Because you can't just say that, okay, you want to build a personal brand and then you're having your family members, church members on your timeline. Like, it, it doesn't make sense at all. So you want people to see you.
Yeah.
So you move out, okay, join communities, try to make friends, attend events, either online or physical events. So that way you network with people and then you get to meet people. You just push yourself outside
But
to gain more people.
don't you think your family needs to know who you
About
really
your
are?
Well, your family needs to know who you are, but there are sometimes that your family can't help you actually. They won't even be the one to support you
So
as
like
well.
the end goal to building a good personal brand
It's
is
not
to
to
making
focus on your
money.
family.
It's not to focus on
So
your
it's
family.
making this to make money.
Well, not to make money. I won't say to make money per se, but then of course, who doesn't need money? Money is part of it actually.
Yeah.
But the sole focus is not to make money, but it's an added advantage because whatever you want to build
Yeah.
outside your personal brand, of course, the people that already know you with your personal brand will extend their hand to whatever you are building outside your personal brand. So that's
So you made mention of the fact that of recent, yeah, you're already reducing how you post on WhatsApp and you're taking up Instagram and
not
all of that.
basically reducing how I post on WhatsApp. I'm just on a break from
Or you're
WhatsApp.
just transitioning back into Instagram to Instagram.
Not really. The sole purpose is as a content creator I need to explore
Other platforms.
other
Yeah.
platforms and not just focus on WhatsApp alone. And people love to see okay videos, you talk to the camera, you carry them along, show them where you're going. It makes it more engaging. And
Okay.
as a content creator that is going into lifestyle, I feel like it's necessary for me to explore other platforms like Instagram, TikTok. Yes.
So that's is even taking me to the question I want to ask now. For building a personal brand, knowing your kind of audience or knowing the kind of audience you want to attract, what platform do you think or would you recommend is best to start building your personal platform? What platform do you think is best to build your personal brand on?
Well, depending on what you are doing, I would say that the best way and the most easiest way to build on any platform is
Yeah.
by using WhatsApp. That's like the easiest platform. Though many people don't usually go through that route, but that's like the easiest way to build because WhatsApp is accessible. Everybody has WhatsApp because these days you can even ask people and they'll tell you they don't have Instagram, they don't have TikTok, and
Yeah.
those stuff like that. So the best place to build it on WhatsApp for any any type of content you create, or maybe you're trying to build your personal brand in any area. So WhatsApp is easy for everybody. But let's say, for example, now you're someone that maybe you want to you write and you want to build your personal brand. I feel like one of the best platforms to make use of is Twitter because there you share your tweets. Though people share videos on Twitter, but it's basically for tweets.
Tweets,
For
yeah.
tweets, yeah. And then maybe you want to build a lifestyle you want to be a lifestyle content creator now. The best place to go is your Instagram and your TikTok. That's like the best platform to use because people get to see what you're capable of doing. Maybe you want to be a UGC content creator, lifestyle content creator, a food blogger. The best place to use is Twitter and Instagram. And mostly people make use of Twitter for like maybe they want to become influencers, TikTok influencers, they are Twitter influencers, Instagram influencers. So depending on what you are doing, you just need to know where your audience are. And that's where your personal research comes in to know where your audience are, to know the right platform for whatever you're building.
So I think I'm more of an ex person, which is Twitter,
Okay.
to Instagram. I don't really like Instagram. I'm more of like a Twitter person. It's Twitter instead of me calling it X. Twitter sounds
But
better.
X is the new name.
Yeah, but Twitter
So
sounds
address it. Let's
better.
address it as the name. If you change your name, will I still address you as your old name?
If I like you can
Address it as
that.
X.
As X. So for me, I think my own idea of personal branding
Okay.
is not like a media based thing. So if I'm seeing you, even if it's not online, you should embody the personal brand.
But to show your personal brand to other people, you need to bring it to the media.
Yeah, but it's not like I don't think is it audience based?
Well, yeah,
Like it's
personal-
audience based, I get
Yeah.
but like
Building your
you
personal
think-
brand,
you know that this is who you are.
you know you need to
Of
still
course.
carry
You
your
don't need to-
You
audience.
need to still carry it, but
Yeah,
most
but like you need to
times
carry
I find
it
people,
everywhere.
I find
No?
people tell me that the way I sound when I post on my status, I'm very extroverted. Like that's what people say. But physically, if you see me physically, I'm a very quiet person. But that still doesn't change the fact that I like purple, right? And if you see me,
We are
in
wearing
my-
blue.
If like someone like me now, if I talk now, people will think, you're an extrovert and this, but they don't know that I'm an introvert. Like I'm a
told you you're
very
an
calm
introvert?
person. So for me, you don't know me off camera. Leave.
well,
The focus is our guest. The focus is our guest. I'm a very calm person.
Where's the conversation?
Easygoing, introvert.
your
I mind my
personal
business.
brand
And that's my
actually
personal
should be
brand.
both online and offline. It
Yeah.
should be, but there shouldn't be like a very great contrast now. It's just like some people that leave their parents' house and then come to school, they are a whole different person. When they go back home, they are different.
Okay.
Your personality should actually be the same, but should be like there can be little differences actually. For someone like me, I find it easy like expressing myself online. Like when I'm talking to people, addressing people, I sound funny, but in real life, I'm just very quiet.
Talking about that part where you said some people are different in school, and when they go back home, they are different again. I think it's true. But is it not possible to build your personal brand? Now you're saying personal brand offline and audience based. Like it's possible that I want to portray different things to people.
I think these things are
So when I'm at
like,
home now, they'll think
there's a difference between personal brand
okay,
and showing up for your skill.
not skill now. If I go
wait,
home,
yeah,
if
yeah,
I go home,
I
I'm
know.
posting. My mommy so that I can show
I
that
think personal brand is not about posting on
No,
social
it's
media.
not about posting.
It's
So
about-
even if you are going elsewhere, like you are still that person. That is who you
People
are.
know who you are.
It's not like
your
it's not
skill,
yeah
not for your skill.
skill.
Or
So like
skill.
finding audience is more of like your skill based thing. You're finding people to
But
But you
communicate
still
your.
need to find people that accept your kind of personal brand,
No,
your
but
audience.
like sometimes you don't need to force it. This is who you are. You don't need to force it on people. You don't need to
It's actually
find
not something to be forced.
force.
Personal branding is
It's
who
just
you
who
are.
you are. Like this
Except
is
you
the
are pretending like
person.
another
Yeah.
person.
So if you are going elsewhere, you should be known to be this.
What
So
they
all
know
of
you as?
eh,
Mm.
anything you know
What's
me
your
as.
personal brand?
I don't. It's
Eh,
not. No, personal brand is perception.
And what is your own
I'm trying to build it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I'm trying to like maybe embody something, but you might have.
Shefumi, you have not answered my
Okay, what?
question. What is your own personal brand? Or what do people see you as?
What do people see me as? Or
Mm.
what do I want to be seen as?
Oh yeah, what do you want to be seen as?
I think simple.
Are you simple?
Maybe. I am simple. I think philosophical.
It's very.
Well,
So,
Yeah.
being simple, well,
Uh-huh.
that's it. But then, I don't think that should like mainly define your personal brand. Your
Okay.
personal brand is a combination of who you are,
The skill you are building. Exactly.
your skill you are building in where you are at, like your journey and phases of life.
Yeah,
It's
like-
all embedded in your
Yeah,
personal
that's what
brand.
I'm saying. But I said that your personal brand is just going to express itself in your skill.
Exactly.
So your skill is not a determinant.
It's not.
Because a lot of people think that if I'm a graphic
What
designer,
if I don't have skill? I can
yeah,
still be
you know,
a personal
like a lot of
brand.
people think that if I'm a graphic designer, so my audience needs to be like maybe my client based in. I'm looking for clients. So my personal brand is around those people. I'm trying to build it around those people, not who I am. That is why like I was trying to raise up that point. So like your personal brand is no like your skill, is not your skill that determines like is who you are.
Your skill is just a factor. And
All right. So, you made mention of the kind of content, like especially for lifestyle content creators and all that. So, what kind of content do you think is best or sits well for building a personal brand as a content creator?
well, as a content creator, it is best that you find, okay, which area do you want to go to. But there are some people that call themselves, I think, multifaceted. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, they
Okay.
just like to explore. Like they do different things. They do this, they do that. They are just they just
Everywhere.
want to post. They just want to be a content creator. But then, if you are niching down, there are Christian content creators, there are lifestyle creators, there are food content creators. So those are the things they do, and all the content that they post is solely around
Around
that.
it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the ways to actually know the kind of content you want to put out. For example, lifestyle content creator now, you are putting out your life, but there should be restrictions and boundaries actually. Because you're a lifestyle content creator or because you're a content creator doesn't mean you should like be pushing yourself, your privacy and everything. There's a difference between being secret and being private. So things like maybe where you stay, where you live, especially when you are a content creator, it's not something that you should actually be disclosing.
Yeah,
Or
that's
maybe
true.
even if maybe you are going out to somewhere, I believe that the post should come later on because anything can happen. This is a very scary word, so
And a very scary
Yeah,
country.
scary word.
A very
So you
scary
can post
country.
later. Maybe let's say for example you traveled and you feel like okay you want to post, you want to vlog, you just keep that when you leave. Or maybe the best thing you can cover wherever you are going to, like maybe the car stuff and the location and
Yeah.
everything you can cover. Or maybe you receive a package and you just want to do unboxing and then there is your location there, you can just blur it or maybe even unbox it before actually unboxing on camera. So that's it.
All right. So, you mentioned content, posting online and that. So, if I'm posting online, just basically creating videos, maybe I just did some couple of vlogs or I just did some cooking videos or some tutorial videos. Does it count me as a content creator?
Well, I would say partially because of course you are a creator automatically, but then you are just putting out your content. You might not be making money off it.
So like personal branding is kind of like my field because I'm a brand strategist. So I can stay or because I used to feel like see being a content creator and being a lifestyle content creator is one thing, and having a personal brand is not like a personal brand starts from you discovering your purpose. So it's not like I want to be a content creator here, but I can be a Christian content creator and my own life, maybe I'm a simple person. All of those things are just going to express itself in my own type of content. So like that is why I feel like personal branding is about like that is what it is. It is not like this person, because I'm a Christian content creator, then that is my personal brand. It is not. Your personal brand is more of like your way of life.
Would you say your character?
Maybe not your
Actually, your
character.
character, your traits are all embedded because it is who you are. If you are
Yes, let's say your
exhibiting a bad
personality.
character, or maybe you are a smoker or whatever, it's definitely going to express itself in whatever you do. Like, it's definitely going to express.
But you know that I can be a smoker, and
Mhm.
nobody will know online.
Of
But I
course,
can cover it up.
definitely. That is why I said it is what people
And I
see
can have
you
a
as,
bad
what you
character,
want
nobody
people
will
to
know
see you
online
as.
too.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's very
very
possible,
possible.
actually. It's very, very possible.
But the
But I
thing
have a
is-
bad character.
But the thing is, at the end, if you are not truly, if you are not putting out who you truly are, at the end,
Okay.
it's going to be a bad thing at your own end.
Of course, that is why
Because-
authenticity is
Okay.
actually very, very important in building a personal brand.
But you know that if you don't discover who you are, you cannot be authentic.
Of course, definitely. You just do whatever.
So what's now the process of, okay, I want to find who I am and building authenticity and all of that?
Actually, I said that too.
Like I said earlier, I said personal brand is just expressing yourself. So now you want to be authentic. You don't want to be like any other person. I can
Okay.
show up on that and say, okay, I want to build my personal brand, and then I want to build it on WhatsApp, and then I'm showing up online and I see someone posting a certain way, and I say, okay, let me just follow this person. It can get to a point that I won't be able to keep up with what that person is doing, or that person's
Or
lifestyle.
someone who will start seeing the other person in you, like
Exactly.
you're
It's
reflecting
even
the other
very,
person
very
as
possible.
well.
Someone
Yeah.
threw a question and said, okay, our roommates actually, whatever
Okay,
she posts on her
yeah,
status,
yeah.
we always post it every time. Now, the people that are saying, oh my log one, like, she has sense, but actually, in real life, she doesn't.
Yeah, I think these things
have
happen
sense.
between
And if
mentors and
the both
mentees.
of them are even
Exactly.
sharing the same audience, I will be saying that I don't know.
This person
You know,
is
there are sometimes
reflecting
that
this
when you
person.
watch a content or you read a particular content, it's always giving this vibe that I don't know, I've seen something like
Like
this
this
before,
before.
but I can't fathom where I've seen it. So I think this is where personal branding also comes in. People copy and they copy like a thief.
They copy a lot.
I think
They copy a
the thing
lot.
is, if because everything we are saying, someone has said it before.
But that
They
is
want to
where
look at it.
But
that's where they want to
the way
steal.
you say
Yes.
it should be different because you are
Let me
putting
not
you
use
in
copy
your
says.
environment, because
It is
nothing,
you.
Yes.
nothing is new.
Let me not even use the word copy.
Yes.
Some people steal like a thief.
No, like the thing is, if you want to look at everybody's still.
Yes,
Of
we all
course,
steal. I'm
because-
not
yeah,
going, I'm
we are
not
all
going to deny
But
that.
with a sprinkle of you, that's the
It's
thing.
sprinkle of you,
you.
a sprinkle of
I think
I
originality
think the
and
whole
all
thing
of that.
of stealing is more of you are taking it in.
Or
then
picking an
to-
inspiration.
Yeah, to like to
Exactly.
gather your own
And
experience.
you are
Yes.
not even to
Yes.
take it from just one person. Now,
Yeah.
if you
Mhm.
want to be a lifestyle content creator, or you want to just build anything online, you can just, okay, this is how this person does it, this is how this person does it, this is how this person does it. And then you just bring it together and just, okay, this is how me I can do mine to be different from this person and not show myself and just steal. It is called creative.
I think
for a reason. You have
I
to be
will
creative.
not really support that fully. I will not support that
Why?
fully because I get the idea of trying to look at what everybody is doing
Mhm.
and going off the grid. So if everybody is going to, you should do zag. Yeah, but it should not, because a lot of times when people start to do all those kind of research, then they now find the space in them. Maybe nobody is doing this thing. Let me just do it this way. It's not now who they are.
It's now
The
what?
thing is, when you're a lifestyle content or when
Okay.
you are doing anything, if you already discover who you are, it's surely going to show. If you said something, okay, let's say we are writing an exam and we have to express, like, just express yourself, maybe discuss something. The way you are going to write it is different from the way I'm going to write it. If you look at some writing, like this kind of divergence and convergence style of writing,
Mhm.
so we can write the same thing. I can write about success.
But you're
the
leading
same
to
point.
the same way.
Yeah, I can carry it from inside out, and someone likes carrying it from outside in. Like, this is who I am. All of everything that I'm putting out is an expression of who I am. So I can study everybody. So if I'm even studying everybody, I'm just seeing the gap
Talking
in the
about
market.
copying, let me cut you. Talking about copying, I think some creators need to learn how to copy from students, from exam students especially. Like, creators, if you
Yeah,
want to go, no, some people
You
like
are a
they steal like a thief and everything.
Uh-huh.
But if you want to learn how to copy, like you want to copy content or you want to steal content, go and ask from a student that just finished exam. Because if you want to copy,
Paraphrase.
you paraphrase it
No,
exactly.
not
You
all
should
students
be
paraphrase,
English.
though.
Ah,
I think when I wrote my WAEC, I marked WAEC in SS3. I was like very friends with my physics lecturer. As a physics lecturer, God, physics teacher. So I helped him mark YS script. Those guys were from the north. Everybody, this guy wrote the same registration number. All of them the same number 17. Like everything was so. I think there's a book for Still Like an
Yeah,
Artist.
Still Like an
I
Artist.
recommend it. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, still like an
Still
artist.
Like an Artist.
But still
Yeah.
again, see again, sit an exam student that sit down, especially university, because that one is like
Let's say
that is
intelligent.
like. No, you see, you don't need to be intelligent to copy. I'm serious.
You need to be intelligent to copy.
You
Oh.
just
Of
need to
course,
see.
you
You
need
need
to
to
be-
see.
yes.
You need
Being smart. See,
you need to be
being OT
intelligent.
smart, being OT smart is different from being intelligent. You get street sense. You get street format. Please don't. I know the way you are looking at me is as if I'm doing it. I don't do it though.
The thing is, even if you are
It
going
actually
to
means
like you need
intelligence because
yeah.
there are some people that
Now,
even
like,
in
for
the exam or you tell them something, they'll be like, what did you say? Spell it. Like
Yeah, like you just
you know, they will say,
If
ask
you
to
give me
spell
big
it.
English, I will just look for something that is similar now, right? See, that is one thing. Let me give you people like an inspo. So maybe they're writing 1, 2, 3. Oh Jesus, I've cast myself. Let's continue. What happened to my my steez? No,
I think one thing that
no,
happens
no,
in this
no, no.
personal
My steez
branding
is going
space
low.
is
Everybody
it
is
happens to
for
mentors
personal
and
branding.
mentee.
Yes.
Mentors and mentee, because we already see that this person is successful. We always want to copy the person, and also because mentors want to stay at that apex. They don't want to like reduce their steez. They won't get that place. They are now like trying to imbibe, and this thing happens a lot in, especially around communities, like people building online communities. They kind of like try to
For that community thing too, I don't know if you're familiar now. A lot of communities are beginning to.
Actually,
Reflect-
and then
I don't
you
know.
just see they are doing the same.
They're doing the same
Yeah.
thing, same
pattern.
pattern,
Immediately you see it,
same.
you just know that this person.
No, this
Uh,
person's
yeah,
doing like
yeah.
this community.
Yeah.
No,
I want
this
to say
person is this.
something, but no. Restart my comment.
Better talk.
No.
But if there's anything that they'll see on the road and beat you, don't
They'll
say it
beat
though.
me.
Don't say
Someone's
it
looking
though.
at me now.
Okay, so I feel personal branding here, it also affects whenever you want to build something online. So maybe you are so used to being a mirror of someone else, like a reflection rather of someone
Yeah.
else, like you are reflecting someone else, you are taking up something else. So maybe the person is dropping 5 ways to beat your woman. You will now go and drop 5 ways to beat your lady. Like, I don't understand. Is there no
Okay.
way you can be creative in something like that?
Yeah, the thing is, personal branding is not just fixed to when you are alive.
Of course.
When you are
Yes,
dead,
yes,
it's not
yes,
like you are building
yes.
a legacy.
That's in today. That is why.
And that's,
If you don't know
that's
Fela,
the experience.
Yeah.
Fela has this personal branding
Yeah.
that when you think of careless, I won't say careless, but freestyle people, like people that don't care, they're just so open-minded. They don't care about their drinking styles,
More
smoking
like
styles, so
free
they're just
living.
free living, and they like this jaye thing. If they tell you that they're a Fela fan, you also want to believe, because I don't know, there's this legacy that Fela has left, and there's this branding he left
Yeah.
down.
So
There are
if-
some people that even go out of brand and they still have this personal brand reflecting them.
Yeah. The thing is, if you look at, nobody has been able to copy Fela's style of living. It is who Fela was. So it's not
Exactly.
who anybody was.
They can
This
only
was
be
just-
traces.
Yeah, they can only
actually.
trace it. But this is who Fela was. Fela was just this person doing his own thing. This was who he was. He was not trying to be like
Anybody
I think
else.
Fela is the best example of personal brand.
As what's the name of this our tallest content creator
Who?
that
I think
Lai Wasabi
yeah,
too.
Lai Wasabi too. A lot of people.
If you see new people that start creating,
You will definitely know that, and
you
this
know
person
that
is copying while
copying.
lying.
Yeah.
Well,
this
I
person is
don't
copying lying.
think there's like anything bad in that to me.
But I feel some of
But
them are
you don't
picking.
overdo it. You don't
Yeah.
over. You know, some people they like to do overdo. They like to do overdo. So you don't overdo it. When you are copying someone or you want to copy someone, because normally, especially people that are starting out, that's one thing they do. They just try to follow someone's pattern before they can actually
Find
their
themselves.
own foot. And then there are some people that even struggle with imposter syndrome. Okay, will people like me for who I am? Let me just try to be like this person that they already love.
Yeah.
So it comes in from there as well, like imposter syndrome. You are feeling less of yourself and trying to be another person's personality to express yourself outside to other people. But it's actually very bad. But it's good for someone that is just starting. But it is not advisable to like follow that path throughout.
If I'm getting you, I think I lost you somewhere. So if I'm getting you, if you're starting out as a content creator or as a creative, yeah, you should pick someone that you can work on their part on, but not copying them.
I think
Exactly.
first of all,
Yes.
if you are starting out with anything, you need to discover who you are.
So, it's always difficult.
It's
difficult.
difficult,
It's
yeah,
difficult.
but it's very
Because
it's
it is
Have you
advisable.
know some
It is
people
not a
find
just
who they
process.
Yeah,
are
it's
in the
not-
process?
It's
Yeah, some
journey.
people identify
Because
who they are.
if
That's
you look
why
at
there are
if you look at I think the
transitions.
way the creative space is now, everybody wants to be a mentor. Everybody wants people to follow their legacy.
Actually,
Even those with 100 followers. But let's
Yeah,
continue.
like everybody wants people to follow their legacy.
Yeah.
So if you fall into that trap, it's very hard for you to come out. But if you already discover who you are, this is who I am. Like if some people say, like I respect a lot of people, but there are few people I listen to.
Yeah, I
So
try to do
like this
that
is
too.
who I am. Okay, this is people that can speak in line, that are in line with the person, kind of person that this person they are saying something that is great. I love what they are saying, but this is not what I need.
It's something everybody should even walk by. It is not everyone you take advice from, whether the person is smart or not, whether the person is doing
Actually,
yeah.
excellently well or not. The advice doesn't, you don't have to sink in the
and it's
advice.
not even good to listen to like
A lot
so
of
many
people,
people
a lot
at
of
the
crowd, a
same
lot of
You get
noise
confused
and
and
all
you
of
get
that. This
crowded.
person is saying, you know what, build on
And
WhatsApp
you even
first.
get lost. So
Yeah, that loss
it's
is-
better
is
to
very
You
listen
will
to
get
one person.
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because person A is saying this, person B is
He's
saying
saying
this, and that's all
then
of
you
that.
get confused.
Yeah, it
Even
happens a
especially
lot.
as
It
a
happens a
beginner,
lot. I think
because
as a
you have
beginner,
not found your
because
foot.
it's very common in that beginner space because you are trying to. It happened to me when I was just starting out of the grass strategies. I was trying to look for who is who. So I'll message this person. I'll listen to what this person says. Then follow this person's framework.
You're
Follow
everywhere.
this. Like I was
I
everywhere.
think it happens
But
to
now
everybody at the
the
beginning
funny thing is the
stage.
people that I'm even listening to now, they are new in my space. I have mentors in my space that if I'm having problem with my job, like job wise, I can go and meet and okay there. But if in terms of listening, I don't listen to them. Like life listening, I don't listen to them. So it does not it's not necessarily someone that is doing what you are doing.
Okay.
It can be someone that is off
Of course.
this thing.
Definitely.
So just find that person and
I think that's just the key. Finding just one person to listen to at a particular person.
Why
And
one
then
person?
You can actually switch.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
listen to this person for a particular period of time.
Okay.
Maybe when you are as you are growing, you discover another person and then you listen to that person. One person, because when you listen to so many people at the same time, like we've said, you can get confused on even what to do. Because they might even be saying the same thing but in different ways. But
Sure.
at the end of the day, as a beginner, you still
Yeah.
get confused.
yeah, you
Yeah,
know even
Because you
though
definitely.
don't
there's no
understand
that
what is
good.
going on there.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know, but I feel every startup, or let me just use every new beginner and all of that, they're having this crucial difficulty, like a very very big difficulty on finding themselves, building a personal brand and all of that. So, what would you give to people that are starting out, content creators, creative, on building a personal brand, and why they should, why it's very essential?
Well, for building a personal brand, I think the main thing is not to actually overthink it. That's the first thing. Because the moment you start overthinking it,
Okay.
then a problem can start from there. And then when you're building a personal brand, one of the things I did was, okay, what do I love doing?
Yeah.
Okay, these are the things I love doing. Generally, I love to volunteer, I love to snap, I love to this, I love to that. And then I asked people as well, because I can't see myself. I can actually lie to myself. So I asked my friends, my parents, okay, what do you think about me? And then they gave me their own perspective about me.
Yeah.
And from there, you'll be able to, there's no how, you'll be able to get something similar in whatever they are saying. So from there, you get to know who you are, and putting yourself out as a personal, like you are building a personal brand and you're putting yourself out.
Alright.
You get to like put yourself out as those things that you are. That you're already, okay, these are the things I love, these are the things I do. You just put yourself out like that. And it is essential to build a personal brand because you want people to see you for who you are, and then you are trying to build something and make something out of your life. Of course, this life is like without purpose, this life is actually useless.
Very,
because
very,
you're trying
very.
to build a legacy, become a better person, you are trying to do this, do that. So you have to actually even replicate yourself at the end of the day. Even maybe for your children, there are so many times that I go out and I'm like, Kiniko, I know you, and then you just get opportunity from them. So those are the things that building a personal brand does for you. You are showing yourself out. People get to invite. If I'm not building a personal brand, I'm sure I will not be here actually. So those are the advantage.
All right. Thank you so much, Vivian, for coming around. Thank you for coming to share your knowledge with us. Like, it was so nice talking to you.
It's an honor.
Alright, guys. So you're a creative content creator, whatever you're doing, as long as you're building on a Alright guys, so you're a content creator, a creative, as long as you're building online, your personal brand is very, very important. And please stop stealing like a thief. Go and put your hands on this book, Still Like an Artist. Read, digest, and learn from it, and stop copying up and down. And that's all for today's episode. Thank you for coming around. I remain your host, Iremi Tunde. I'll see you in our next episode. Bye guys.